The best atmospheres in American soccer. And will this live up to the hopes and expectations of both sets of players and coaches we talked to? Underway. Bergen intercepting that from Barco. Knocked away, though, by Leandro Gonzalez-Perez, who was suspended last weekend against LAFC. Friday night, LAFC bouncing back from 2 bad losses to win in Vancouver. Red Bulls dumped out of CCL in midweek, but 90th MLS goal from Bradley Wright Phillips as they get a win. It's battling with Yaya Herrera, driving him all the way to the far side where it'll be an Atlanta throw.
Sean Johnson about playing goalkeeper for NYCFC.
Long run for Ben Sweat to try to get to that ball. Gonzalez-Perez was there first.
Give it the okay to play, but he's not in as much pain as he was. It's still uncomfortable.
And we'll see how he handles it as Garza picks that up from Tinnerholm, looking to play in for Martinez. Overstating his importance. 5 goals in 5 to begin the year. Tied with Kansas City's Felipe Gutierrez for the league lead. Stepping up to win that away was McCann in the middle on their own, weaving his way through. As Ring went to ground, Nagby tried to cross. And we last off of him out for a goal kick. Hold off Lorenowitz, and now Julian Gressel stepping in. Nagby wins the ball away. Gressel, the rookie of the year in MLS, trying to angle that in for Martinez. It seems Shadow. Tinnerholm, former defender of the year in the Swedish league last year before signing with New York City. Morales stood up by Kevin Kratz, who replaced Tito Villalba on the lineup for Atlanta tonight. Now it's Bergen. Cutting it back on Gonzalez-Perez. Rolling Bergen scored his first goal for them on Wednesday, and that one is pushed over by Guzan for a corner.
Bergen gets some good separation in terms of the speed. It sits up for him nicely, but it's going right at the big man.
Outswinger from him, Guzan, good punch in traffic. Nagby able to play that ball into space. Here comes Atlanta. Gressel on their own. Flag staying down on their own, trying to hold off Alex Ring, who made all the work running back. On their own. Weave his way through and stop eventually.
Spring. The likes of Martinez and Almiron.
Tajiri Shradi now running forward. Bergen is in front of him. And to check his run for a moment. Gonzalez-Perez trying to cover and able to block the shot. Flying through there.
It's congested on one side. Look to switch the point of attack.
Cross to the near side now for Tinnerholm. Trying to run around McCann. He's past him. Cut off though. Couldn't combine the pass with Medina. There's probably for Gressel to deal with it. It's picked off him by Bergen. It's Collins hit him. Martinez is in pain behind the play. Nagby carrying forward on their own. Garza for company. Miguel on their own. Looking to fire it across to Johnson. Going to touch on that. It's going to be a goal kick. Morales once again. It's Medina. And let fly from distance. Guzan had to go down there and push it away as it was bouncing in front of him.
Just working themselves into the game, getting a rhythm, getting a flow, getting lots of touches, and getting some space here.
Again, it's Tajiri Shradi to take. Guzan wants to stay at home. Bergen trying to get back into the middle, and it's wide in the end. Colts, who was subbed off in the second half. It's the first time he'd been subbed off in any of his starts for New York City. Only player in the league to play every minute last year. He was... Lorenowitz kept it in play. Lorenowitz again breaking that up as looked like Bergen had held it in for New York City. Nagby first there in front of Bergen. Fans to their feet in Atlanta. Almiron touching it off. Lorenowitz, look at a deflection just wide. And they're arguing it was a hand. They won a penalty off video review last week on a handball and a free kick. That's exactly that. Atlanta is standing waiting to take it. They will now take it. Garza trying to hit it on the volley, bounces well wide. He never really saw Chapman go to his bad pass backwards by McCann. Jesus Medina running forward. Parkhurst and Lorenowitz, two of the most experienced players in all of MLS. Almiron. Martinez, can he catch up to that ball? Collins was there, he couldn't deal with it cleanly. Almiron, he's got Gressel to his right. Almiron pushed away, Garza's there! Atlanta with the opening goal!
And I'll tell you what, it's not the hardest of shots, it's not the greatest of shots. It falls nicely for Garza. But if I'm Sean Johnson, I'm not going to be happy with myself. That is a big old rebound to give.
Let's see how New York City respond to Jerry Shradi picking it up again. Morales making the run. Parker's knocked it away. There we go. Between two minds there, trying to make the move on Kratz. On the run, early ball in for Martinez. Swept away by Ring.
Depth, the quality of the team.
Well, this is, of course, unique. Fee is coming off this calf injury. It's bugged in the last couple of weeks. His cross could just enough of a touch from Ring to send it across. Gressel holds it in. It's closed out by Herrera. But you're talking about the highest goal scorer. He actually did a lot better dealing with Villa's absences. She's able to touch it along. Morales into the space. Jongenberger's onside. Parker's trying to cover. Here comes Bergen now cutting it back on Parker's. Is there contact? Yes! Penalty for New York City. Goals on more attempts than any player in the league since he joined New York City. Might have another shot coming here.
Look at this. So much to love. The back heels, the playing into space. And then this little move. How about that? Wonderful little delicate touch to set himself up to take that hit.
David Villa 16 of 19, but his last attempt was saved by Columbus' Zach Steffen in October. Just on the field as a sub. Ties the game. 65 goals in 98 games with New York City. And it's back to square one for Atlanta United.
And then David Villa steps up. Ooh. Braguzan.
You're talking about that rarefied air of the Messis, the Ronaldos, the Zlatans. To have that type of career, record goal scorer for Kratz out for Almiron. Garza goes down, just going to be a throw. In from Gonzalez Perez, he's got Garza running inside of him. Martinez looking to cut it back. Now Gressel joining up. Gressel back to the middle, it's going to find Nagbe, who scores!
Well, pretty on one end and now pretty on the other end. Darlington Nagbe's going to get this at the top of the box. He doesn't have to hit it hard, but just hard enough.
And it looks like this has been reviewed. And I think the goal is being taken away. Alan Chapman is calling for the ball. No goal on video review. Offside decision
In front of the goal at the very end of it. Now, there's nothing wrong here.
Martinez from an offside. To see the bump there on Johnson.
Yep. And the reality is, he still might not have saved it, but that's not what should be the determining factor.
Toronto was built on the verge of something really special on our Audi halftime report. Gonzalez Perez. Julian Gressel trying to play it in. Collins there sliding it out for a corner for Atlanta. First of the day. It's on the road to hook this in. Up in the air was Gressel attacking it. Able to get the header back into the middle. David Villa first there. Swing and a miss. And that'll be the end of the first half. So plenty to talk about, a little bit of pushing and shoving at the end of the half between Almiron and Tinnerholm. Changes for Atlanta. New York City already made that first half sub, bringing Villa on for the injured Ismail Bajuri-Shradi. Second half underway. The battle of the top two teams in MLS in this early season. 4 games in which they've been in this sort of position starting the second half. As Villa's bumped off the ball by McCann.
Necessarily the pain, it's the balance or the lack of balance. Minimal, but still possibly.
Third corner for Atlanta. It'll be Kratz to take. Up in the air from Bergen. Villa was coming to get it. Garza got there first. Villa able to bump off Nagby for that ball. They're knocked away by Gressel. Almiron, Garza, Kratz. Trying to reverse it back in. It's Almiron picks it back up. Handing it off for Garza. The back heel return.
What will it ultimately be if and when he is sold, or is he sold?
Against Minnesota United at 4 Eastern. We'll have New York City at Portland, who beat Minnesota last night for their first win of the year. That'll be 6 Eastern next Sunday here on FS1. Villa Morales got bumped off his run. Alan Chapman.
Loreno had said he sees him every day, and he's not just this wide-eyed, skinny kid who enjoys playing the game. You see the little things that he does, like the way he really gets after it in the weight room with a smile to us. There are moments that I still catch myself ball watching with what he does on the field.
Kratz, good tackle on Chanel on the header from Loreno. It's wide for Garza. Numbers in the box for Atlanta. The back post looking for Almiron. Header only as far as Julian Gressel. It was blocked by Ring. Picked up by Loreno. And the crowd tried to help him know that Morales was there. Almiron able to play for Garza. Ring will. They couldn't clear. It was held in by Almiron, who's able to pick it up. Miguel Almiron fires it on Johnson, who punched it away for an Atlanta corner. Morales able to outduel Almiron there. Villa, though, lost it. It's Kratz trying to play in the middle. Berger gets it away. Everybody back for New York City. Almiron into the middle. Knocked down there as Martinez was challenging for it, and Villa's able to clear. Parkhurst. Villa came flying through, but Kratz held him off. Miguel Almiron takes a big touch to the byline, clips it in the middle. The header on the doorstep. Chris McCann. Atlanta back in the lead. His first goal for the club.
Take it all the way back to the free kick here. Almiron hits a dangerous ball in, and David Villa is going to clear this one out. Now you think everything's fine? Missed tackle right there, and then little things. Look at this touch right there from Almiron. It enables him to look up, create that space, but not slow down. So he turns that corner. He knows exactly what he's going to do. Oh, and then he just lays it up for the big man.
Gressel trying to send Martinez forward. Moreno is in with the tackle, but it falls straight to the feet of Jesus Medina. David Villa wants it. Parker's the defender. Villa deflected. Guzan spills it, but he's able to cover it up in front of Morales.
Brad Guzan pounces on it. But you saw David Villa, when he got that ball out of his feet, he was looking to do one thing.
Ronnie Wallace now was involved in all 3 goals in New York City's win last year against Atlanta. Hasn't played the last 3 games. Unused sub on Wednesday. One of those games he was away with Costa Rica. Long run for Wallace here. Forcing Gonzalez Perez to slide across and deal with that. Tinnerholm. Villa. Medina getting a touch in. Gonzalez Perez was flying through. Wallace back for Villa through traffic. He pulls the shot wide. Wallace, great ball in, great turn. Wallace closed out by Gonzalez Perez. Second time tonight he's been able to recover and make a tackle on a shot attempt. Morales had Tinnerholm to his right. Comes to Ben Sweat on his left. Cuts around Gressel. Sweat through traffic. That was Herrera swiping at it. Got a piece of McCann. I think he was down on top of the ball. Morales for Wallace. Couldn't play for Villa in the middle. Kratz comes to meet him. Wide for Medina. Morales. Villa. Tinnerholm overlapping. Villa just takes the space in front of him. Cuts around Loreno. It's Villa putting over the bar. Unfair to hang that around his neck. He says, like, Barco's asking for that number. It's a business decision between clubs. But Tata Martino said, yeah, he's got to live with the pressure and the expectation. He's still trying to find space for himself. Couldn't play across for Wallace. Second chance for it. Still David Villa. With 3 defenders around him. Now Alex Ring will tee it up and off the bar. Alex Ring, first goal for New York City. And how about that? It's 2-2.
And then David Villa does a lot of work here. Spinning, stopping, starting, getting the ball back, keeping it so close, tantalizing. Everyone's mesmerized, including myself. And Ring says, just give me the ball. Let me do what we need to do here. And I'll tell you what, this is a laser. Pigeons come storming back.
Ring's first goal. I think your first use of the word pigeons tonight. Villa dumped off the ball. Nagbe picks it up. And on that replay at the beginning of the sequence there, whether or not he was a little bit behind at Parker's, it was Gonzalez Perez. Their ball there that Gressel picks up with ease. Herrera, good tackle to help win it back, although it slipped from Sweat. Gibson once again to Atlanta. Miguel Almiron over the bar. Here's Barco on Tinnerholm. Barco cuts byline, trying to cut it back, and Tinnerholm got a footy in there, allowing Johnson to collect. Barco knocked away by Shadow. Lorenowitz, powerful header. Nagbe, Lorenowitz on their own. Ring buzzing around him. Morales as well. It was knocked away by Sweat. Barco holding it in. Wallace got in the way of the pass. McCann looking to get across the way. Another corner on the way. Andy, what's the word from New York City's bench?
They're feeling like they have a lot of heavy legs out there on the field right now, John. They went to Ronald Matarrita because they said he's an energetic guy that brings a lot of energy, and that's what they need right now.
There's a mistake there. Chano knocked it wide. Barco now running at Tinnerholm. Ezequiel Barco trying to play into the middle. Took a deflection. And no one there. But Chano to clear. As outside of his foot, trying to angle it in for Almiron. He's done so, and he's onside. Touch there from Sweat to the edge of the box. Gressel picks it up into the middle. It's Nagbe now. Nagbe looking to shoot, headed blocked. Dropping it off Barco. Nagbe again looking to shoot. Took a block. Gressel's getting it first in a loose ball. Gressel fires it all the way through. It's going to be held in by Garza on the far side. Garza's cross lifted it. Nagbe was rising up, and Ring heads it away. Happy just to keep it. And then Gressel steps up to intercept. Sweat was up the field. That's why I got a piece of him there. Nagbe touched it in front of Herrera. Barco. Barco back for Gonzalez Perez. He'll cross it in, looking once again for Nagbe, challenging a ball in the air. Wallace knocks it up. Gonzalez Perez lifting into space. Gressel, long run to get there. Gressel's going to get there. Another cross into the middle for Martinez. What a touch by Johnson to fly through and get rid of it. That's it. So New York City stay unbeaten, stay top of the league. They come back twice from a goal down.